And it just got to a point where I was just like, this is not life. This is not what I envision for myself. This is not the life that I want to live for myself. So what do I need to do? How do I need to adjust my mindset in order to live that life that I envision in my head? Okay, everybody, welcome back. All right, so exciting news. If you hadn't already heard, my song Intoxicated was featured on this week's episode of Sisters on BET. So I am super excited about that and just grateful for the opportunity. And if you didn't get a chance, go check out the show and you'll hear my song playing. It's toward the end in one of the scenes. I'll insert a clip here.
You know, you're the first person I've ever told this to.
You can go check that scene out and you'll find my song playing in the background, and I'm so excited. Thank you to my sync agent and my co-writer and producer. We did it, guys, and I wasn't even trying, really. So that's always amazing. All right, so earlier this week I made a little announcement about that opportunity on my Facebook, not really on Instagram, and I also mentioned that my journey with music is, you know, it's come to a close. It's come to an end. I think that I did what I was supposed to do. I made some great songs and I will continue to make songs. So I don't want to seem like I'm just cutting music off entirely, but for the most part, yes, I won't be focusing on music as much as I have in the past. That chapter is, you know, in the past. It's closed. Now, what I will be focusing on is more sync opportunities. So when I say my journey has come to an end, I mean my artist journey. I love performing. That has always been my favorite part of my musical journey. I do love songwriting, but performing has been by far the thing that I look forward to the most. It is the area where I have grown the most. From the time I left Florida and moved to Los Angeles, I grew so much as a performer, and I'm thankful for every opportunity that I had. That being said, I will always perform, I will always book gigs, but as far as me, Rosie, the artist, creating my own music and going through the process of releasing and things of that nature, that will not be my focus. I will be focusing on using the music that I do have and getting that to generate some income for me, as well as creating more songs with people or producers that I've worked with already, so that we can all generate more income, because multiple streams, baby, multiple streams. So that's what I meant when I said my journey has come to an end. It's not that I'm just writing off music, and maybe I will eventually, but I just found that it wasn't serving me as much as I thought it was. So I'm gonna backtrack a little bit for those of you who are new here. Maybe you haven't seen I have a music channel that I don't really use as much. It honestly gives me anxiety, so I don't even bother. I do love this channel because it started off as me sort of like doing my candle making and just giving opening my candle business. But now it's growing into more lifestyle related content and soon travel content, and I will still include my candle content or entrepreneurial content from time to time. So that will be the focus on this channel. Now, like I said, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. For those who are new, my name is Rosie. I go by the artist name ROZEE. That is my artist name. If you know me personally, you know my full government name. We don't need to get into that. Now, I am originally from the US Virgin Islands, St. Croix to be exact. I was born and raised there until I left for college when I was 17. I graduated high school early, went to college in Miami, and lived there for a little bit. Now, while I was in Miami, I did do a little bit of music. I worked with like mostly some reggae artists, did some vocals for them, did some writing. When I left Florida in 2013, 2012, I don't even remember, I moved to LA and I just wanted a fresh start. My mom had passed away, it was probably about 2011 when I left. Yes, because my mom passed away in 2009 at the end of my college journey, and sadly did not get to see me graduate. And I stayed around for about a year and a half, 2 years, and then I moved to Los Angeles. So when I moved to LA, I had no plans of pursuing music as a career. Like, I love music, I knew I loved to sing. I was like, I went to makeup school. I started working on set. I started working with magazines and things like that. I started working with like artists, and I was like, I don't really like music is cool. And one thing led to another, and I fell back into music. So from about 2013, I want to say, until I left in 2018, I did music heavily. That was my focus outside of like my work as a graphic designer, and outside of my work, like I did acting, I did some modeling, I did a lot of stuff in LA, and I will get to that video in a bit, but this video is strictly about music and why I'm not pursuing that anymore. Oh, my makeup looks so good. This is how I get sidetracked. Okay. All right, let's get back on track. So I did music for about 7 years, like professionally, and even when I moved here to the East Coast, I still book gigs, I still get paid that way. Now, when I left, it was December 2018, and I moved here to Northern Virginia. Very different from Los Angeles, but I have family here. I visited here like since I was about 12 or 13. I knew the area, and I was like, I'm tired of LA, I'm exhausted, I'm tired of driving everywhere, I don't want to drive anymore, I'm tired of my job. I was just over it. So I said, I'm gonna leave. Please don't mind the lamp in the background. It's still drying. It's gonna look cute when I put it together. So I'm gonna move to my desk just so that I'm a little bit more comfortable and I'm like on the same level with you. Give me a sec. So I'm back. I just wanted to move to somewhere where I was a little bit more eye level. Like I said, I was gonna do a little bit of a backtrack. I pursued music for about 8 years, maybe 7 out of the 8, because the first year I wasn't really focused on music. I went to makeup school, I did a lot of things, I did some acting, I did some modeling, I did some commercial acting, which was super fun. But in the end, I had to decide if I valued my peace of mind over everything else. And in the end, I do. And so that is why we are here today. Now, like I said, I'm not saying that my journey is like, we're not doing music anymore. Like, no. My journey as a recording artist has come to a close, because that is a very difficult lifestyle to lead. Like, I don't necessarily want fame. I am more of a performer than a quote-unquote like recording artist. Like, there are people who live their lives as performers and who do very well for themselves than, you know, pursuing a life of a recording artist, because it's a very specific type of life. And I just decided that maybe this is not for me, you know? I'm a very low-key person. Like, I don't like all the fuss, and like, I'm super casual. I don't, you know, I like to get cute every now and then, but like, there's more to life for me. Like, there is an entire world out here for me to explore. And the last time that I seriously traveled, and I had to think about this, the last time I seriously traveled outside of the United States was before I left to LA. I went to Dubai and I went to Germany to visit family. I went to stay with a friend in Dubai and I went to visit family in Germany. And I hadn't taken, like, I'd been to Vegas and like I'd been to, like, you know, I've been to other states, but like I personally am on a journey to see the 7 wonders of the world. I want to travel to every country, you know, and yes, you can do that as a musician, but sometimes you don't even get to see the outside of your hotel or the place that you're performing. You don't get to sit and just enjoy. And I really wanted to get more enjoyment out of life and not just chasing after this thing that basically consumed my life for 7 years. And I think it just says a lot about, like, a lot of people now with their careers who, like, I've been at this place for 10 years and like it's a great job. There's one lady I saw on TikTok and she said she had a great job with a great salary, great benefits, and she quit her job after like 15 or 20 years and she's now doing Instacart, and she loves that more than the job she had with all the stability and all of, you know, the benefits and things of that nature. Like, so I think there comes a time in your life where you just, the things that you value sort of like they change, and that is okay. I am all for it because I went through it myself. And so, like, as much as I love music, I am just not on a journey to be like, oh, give me all the accolades and give me all the praise. Like, I don't care about that so much. I love when people connect with my music. I love when I'm performing. Like, I have performed and people have come up to me after the show and said, like, I literally felt every word you were singing. Like, I just went through this situation and like you were speaking to me. You were speaking to my soul. And like, I love that part of it. That is why I love performing. The industry itself and the business of it, I'm not a fan. I'm good. I'm all the way good. So that is what I meant by saying that my journey with music has come to an end. You won't see me like releasing music on Spotify, but you may hear a song that I worked on or co-wrote on in a show or a movie or things like that. That's what I'm more focused on now, because that is what will be more beneficial to me. You know, everything in this life is give and take, and I felt like music just was taking so much from me, so much of me, so much effort, and I was not getting the return back. Like, no one wants to invest in a business that you're not gonna get a return on, and that is just the bottom line. You'll get burnt out. I was burned out, and I had to decide, like, hey, what's next? And I'm happy with my decision. I'm here. I have a great job. I still get to use the music that I made to supplement my income. I plan to fly out probably to LA maybe twice a year, write 15 songs. Maybe I'll have 30 songs in a year and use those songs to generate income for me. I'm just not in the business of chasing the flashing lights. I am in the business of using my talent, right, to afford me the life that I want. That is what my focus is at this current time, and I am perfectly happy with that. I had such terrible anxiety before I left LA, and I recently had like a situation that sort of like mimicked things that were happening at that time. And when I tell you, I hadn't had an anxiety attack in over 2 years until that recent situation. And it just reminded me that I am on the right track and I'm doing what is correct for me. You know, what is right for me, what is right for my spirit, what's right for my life. Because I don't, like, who wants to have daily anxiety attacks? Like, that's what was happening to me. And I was just so, like, you know, it was just me out there. Like, yes, I have great friends in LA who, they were family, and they definitely helped me through, like, you know, some rough patches, and still do to this day. And I am thankful for every single person that I met and who was like my family while I was there. But I had to, you know, just decide, like, what, there's got to be more to life, you know, and I had to find that for myself. So I am, you know, very happy that I chose when I did, because if I was in LA in the panoramic, oh, I'm so glad I left when I did. I'm so glad. That is, in conclusion, you know, a part of the reason that I am choosing not to focus solely on music as a career path. One, because we need multiple streams in 2021. It is expensive to even breathe air, okay? It is expensive to breathe air nowadays, and I want to be prepared, you know? I want to be prepared. My goal is simply to enjoy life, build a barn dominium in the middle of somewhere that's not racist, hopefully, and then, you know, just enjoy life. Maybe have a goat and, you know, some little ducks that are cute. Make some goat milk. Maybe I'll be vegan, who knows? But there's just more to life, and there's more living for me to do, and I had to put me first. I just urge everyone to take responsibility of yourself. And what I mean by that is, look at the things you're doing and the things that you think are making you happy, and really think about them. Really, like, look at the bigger picture. What do you want in 5 years? And I had to decide, well, do I still want to be, like, running from studio to studio in LA? Like, as lovely as LA is, as lovely as the weather is, do I want to be, like, still working this job, chasing this, like, vision or whatever, like, or do I just want to have, like, a peaceful, super chill life where I can spend time with the people that I care about and use this talent as a source of passive income? And that has been my goal ever since, to create multiple sources of passive income for myself. And I am just building, and now I am on the way there, and I couldn't be happier. Right, so thank you for coming back and watching this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for existing. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, show me some love, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok or Instagram. Love you, and keep living your best life.